Hello and a warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Race Preview on this ninth day of the Madras meeting 2020-21, Friday meeting here, and wishing all our patrons on behalf of the chairman, stewards, and members of the managing committee of the Madras Race Club a very happy and prosperous new year. We move on to the race preview of the first race, which is the K. Balram Das Memorial Cup, with number 1 Not So Naughty and number 7 Lady Solitaire. Well, Not So Naughty was the one in race number 47, finished on 6th out of 9 runners, and finished on in that bank. Just a lung opener, in fact, in the colors of dark blue with peach Maltese cross, sort of a lung opener sporting tongue strap, whereas number 7 in the card is Lady Solitaire, ended up finishing on in that mid-pack is Lady Solitaire, David Livingston out of Rose. We move on to the next runner we go across is number 4 Stride Forever. This is race number 59, finished on 6th out of 7 runners in race number 59, finished on ending up 6 over that sprint trip. Next two runners coming up will be number 8 Pink Pearl and number 9 Sweet Fragrance. Well, Pink Pearl was the one which was hugging the rails, and Sweet Fragrance was in that back bunch. But Pink Pearl is out of Charma, out of High Fever. Ended up finishing on in that back bunch, 8 out of 9 runners in this race, in race number 47, whereas Sweet Fragrance finished on 3rd on this occasion. Came and ended up a fine second. Weaved through in between runners to come and finish on a fine 3rd on this outing is number 9 Sweet Fragrance, Edgefield out of Friendly. Welcome back to the second race, the Canterbury Park Plate. Handicap for horses rated 20 to 45, 6 years old and over. This is a no-whip race. Distance run is 1,000 meters. We start on with number 3, Star Convoy. Well, Star Convoy in the colors of dark blue with light blue epaulets was in that mid-pack, and ended up finishing on 11th out of 11 runners. Last on this occasion is Full Blown, although beautifully bred out of Airport out of Hatsuana. Ended up finishing on in that pack bunch. Hasn't done anything much. This is the last winter run you're looking at of Full Bloom. Ended up finishing on 11th out of 11 runners. Oscar's Thunder was the one who came and just got the nod, and Full Bloom on the other hand ran last as Falling Blinkers Tongue Strap rated at 45. 4 will be Spirit of Zion. Well, Spirit of Zion was angling for his run, attempting to take that run in between runners. Now being switched over on the outside was Spirit of Zion. Is it a Charm out of Archangel? This is race number 19 of the current season. Ended up finishing on 5th on this outing after being shifting it out. Came and ended up finishing on 5th on this occasion is Spirit of Zion. Tongue strap rated at 39 is number 4 Spirit of Zion. Next 3 runners will be number 5 Papa Rich with 6 Absolute Authority, and number 8 Amicus Cure. Well, let's have a look at the first runner, Papa Rich. Papa Rich was the one who was the mid position, and right on the haunches was Absolute Authority. Both these runners were making the run simultaneously, and Absolute Authority could only finish on 7th out of 11 runners. 7th right throughout was Absolute. Total gathered of Be Fearless from Tongue Strap rated at 35. Papa Rich, on the other hand, came and ended up finishing on 4th, but the winner was a long way sighted. In fact, Soaring Highs was the one who literally decimated the opposition on this occasion. From Tongue Strap Crossnose Band rated at 37, and Amicus Cure finished on 8th out of 11 runners rated at 33. From Tongue Strap. 7 will be Eyes of Falcon. Eyes of Falcon is out of Marcus Andronicus out of Innocent Eyes. Is number 7 Eyes of Falcon, who's had 2 outings this current season. After that disappointing run behind Beethoven in the first run, came and finished on 4th out of 11 runners. Star Waves was the one slightly shifting out, and ended up eventually winning that race of Star Waves. But Eyes of Falcon, on the other hand, ran 4th on this occasion, rated at 34th. From Tongue Strap is Eyes of Falcon. 11 will be Paris Glory. Paris Glory is another runner which has been produced almost 5 wide in the center of the track was Paris Glory, but came in, ended up finishing on 8th on the sorting after a fine run on the first starting in race number 19, finishing on 3rd, but subsequently never reproduced that form in race number 53 and ran 8th on this occasion is number 11 Paris Glory. Marcus Andronicus at a certain smile rated at 31 is number 11 Paris Glory. The third race is the Double or Quits Plate. Handicap for horses rated 0 to 25. Distance run is 1800 meters. We have a look at number 1, Chalochi Girl. Chalochi Girl was the one who was grazing the wrong end of the field. In fact, last, is Chalochi Girl, and ended up eventually beating 3 home. In fact, is Chalochi Girl finishing on 10th out of 13 runners. Coir was the one who came and eventually won on this occasion. Has had 3 outings this season. In all his 3 runs seems to be disappointing, having finished 10th on the first starting, with subsequently running 6th behind Royal Commander and 10th behind Coir, rated at 25. 2 will be Heart of Gold with number 4, Betty Boob. Betty Boob was the one who was the eventual winner in this race, is Betty Boob, and number 8, Shalomi. These are the 3 runners, but Heart of Gold was the one who came and finished on 3rd on this outing in the colors of red with white spots. Is Heart of Gold came and finished on ending up 3rd on this occasion after a disappointing run in race number 24, finishing 12th. For Blinkers, rated at 25. 4, Betty Boob, with the horse which was ridden way off the pace, came and literally floored them all in the last few strides, rated at 22. And number 8, that's Shalomi, finished on 6th on the starting. For Cross Nose Band Side Chickpeas, rated at 14. 3 will be Blue Patent, being produced in the wide outside, and Perfect Support was just in that mid pack, was a perfect support. But let's have a look at Blue Patent. Racing the wrong end of the field was Blue Patent, had that opening and came and eventually ended up finishing on 6th on the starting, is Blue Patent. Spoon Blinkers, rated at 23, whereas number 10 in the card, Perfect Support, finished on 7th out of 14 runners, rated at 12. Spoon Blinkers, Tungster Cross Nose Band. 7 will be Catalyst. Catalyst was the one well handily positioned in that mid pack, was Catalyst. Is that of Marcus Andronicus, out of Amber Heights, is number 7, Catalyst. This is race number 37 the current season, ran 7th out of 11 runners. Uncle Sam was the winner, winning by a convincing margin of 4 lengths, and Catalyst on the other hand ran 7th, rated at 21. From Blinkers, Tungster Basket Bet is number 7, Catalyst. Gardiner was the one. Number 9 in the card was last, in fact, and also coming up for scrutiny is number 11, Cleona. These are the 2 runners we go across to Gardiner, who finished on 9th out of 10 runners. 9th right throughout, in fact, is Gardiner never showed any semblance of improvement and finished on there itself. After that, 4th behind 4th on the first occasion. Much was expected of an improvement, but never showed any form at all, finishing 10th behind Uncle Sam the next outing, and in this run ran 9th behind Betty Boob, rated at 13th. From Tongue Strap Hood Pacifiers, Rubber Day Bit is number 9, Gardiner, whereas number 11, Cleona, finished on 10th out of 10 runners. Last, Putting Blinkers Hood, rated at 11. So the 4th race is the G. Kasturi Memorial Trophy. Handicap for horses rated 60 to 85. Distance run is 1600 meters, with number 1, Silver Rock, been withdrawn. We mount to number 2, Durango, and number 3, Octavian. Well, Durango was the one who was the eventual winner in this race in the silks of gold with red spots, as Durango came and emerged victorious to win by a margin of a short neck. In fact, had to be ridden out vigorously with a couple of horses pouncing onto the front runners, and Durango just got the nod in the last possible strides when Tongue Strap Side Chickpeas, rated 71. Octavian finishing on 3rd, came in with that fighting line. Well, 4 will be Smelly with number 6, Star Twist, and number 7, Hebron. These are the 3 runners, but let's have a look at Simele. Well, Simele was the one in race number 35, finished on 9th out of 12 runners behind Durango. This is race number 35 looking at, rated at 76. Midnight Interlude of Mon Virat is number 4, Simele, whereas number 6 in the card, Star Twist, finished on 7th. 4th on the first starting behind Emissary, rated at 73. Spoon Blinkers, Dextering Bet is number 6, Star Twist. Total Carrier of Fair Fantasy. And we also have a look at the other runner in this race, is number 7, Hebron. Hebron ran 5th on this occasion, with a couple of horses bouncing onto the front runners, and Durango emerged victorious. From Blinkers, Tongue Strap, rated at 71. Next 2 runners will be number 5, Ruth Bedar, and number 11, Queen of Venice. Ruth Bedar was the one who came and finished on 4th on the starting, is Ruth Bedar. In the silks of black and red halves, is Ruth Bedar. Came and finished on 4th out of 12 runners, rated at 73. From Tongue Strap, Cross Nose Band, Never Again was the winner on this outing, whereas Queen of Venice finished on 5th. Winner in his last outing, when Blinkers, rated at 88. And number 10 will be BRUDER with 8, Sentosa, and number 13, Cotton Hall. These are the 3 runners, but let's have a look at number 8, Cotton Hall. Sentosa. Sentosa was the one who ran 3rd behind Bora Bora on the first occasion over that 1,000 meter trip, and subsequently over the 7 furlong trip ran 6th out of 12 runners behind Durango. Is Sentosa's Tongue Strap Dextering Bet, rated at 71. Whereas number 10 in the card is number 10, BRUDER. BRUDER ran 8th out of 12 runners, been Durango, rated at 68. And also coming up for scrutiny is number 13 in the card, that's Cotton All, finished on 4th on this occasion. Royal Prestige is number 14 in the card. This is race number 8 of the current season, is Royal Prestige. Is at a total galleot of La Bella Vita, where Storm Flag was the winner of this race. And Royal Prestige in the silks of blue with white V, finished on 6th on the sorting, rated at 66. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to the South India Oaks. This is the terms for Indian fillies, 4 years old only, foaled in 2017. Distance run is 2,400 meters. With number 1, Bisset is the one who has been produced almost 7 wide off the fence under the whip. Came and won on this occasion, although the margin between the first 2 runners is just about length, but came and travelled wide to come and eventually won by a margin of a length. Is Bisset, winner of 2 races and one's third is Bisset. Is at a Western Aristocrat of Verbia, rated at 45, is number 1, Bisset. Just got the nod in the last few strides. 2, Born Queen. Well, this is the heroine who has done everything right till now, having won 3 races in a row. 3 out of 3, in fact, is for Born Queen. Tazom out of State Secret, having wrapped up the 1,000 guineas in fine style by a margin of 4 lengths, beating Mistletoe, is Born Queen here in Chennai a couple of weeks back. And Born Queen won in fine fashion, rated at 56, is number 2, Born Queen. 3 will be Classic Charm. Classic Charm, this is the 1,000 guineas run where Classic Charm finished on 9th out of 13 runners. Born Queen is the winner. Previously ran 2nd to Born Queen in Bangalore, but this run ended up 9th, rated at 43. Is that of Sami, that of Tresemme Trim is number 3, Classic Charm. 4 will be Luminous. Luminous was the one who came and finished on 2nd, took out the running for a brief while and finished on 2nd on the sorting, although the margin between the first 2 runners is 2.5 lengths, but did run into the money and did lead the pack for a few strides and then ran 2nd on the sorting. Winner is last starting, beating Timur, respond tongue stop, rated at 41. And 5 will be Successor. This is the 1,000 guineas run where Successor is at a flated more or a sweeping success, finished on 4th out of 13 runners, being Born Queen. One tongue stop, rated at 38, is number 5, Successor. This is race number 44 of the current season, is number 5, Successor. Yes. The more to the 6th race is Scarface Plate. Handicap for horses rated 40 to 65. We have a look at number 1, Supreme Fragrance, and number 8 coming up for scrutiny will be Royal Symphony. These are the 2 runners we have a look at. But let's start off with the first runner, that's Supreme Fragrance. Race number 46 is the one which is in question. Finished on 5th out of 12 runners. Night Hunt was the one who came and won by a comfortable margin of 4.5 lengths. And Supreme Fragrance, that 7 furlong trip, finished on 5th on this outing, putting blinkers, tongue strap, rubber debate rated at 58. Number 8 in the card, that's Royal Symphony, finished on 10th out of 12 runners after running 8th for most part of the journey. Dropped back to run 10th, rated at 46. 4 will be Royal Commander and number 6, Chaitanya. Royal Commander was the winner of this race. Back-to-back wins coming in from Royal Commander. Travelled about 4 deep off the fence and came with a flourish to come and notch up this win by a margin of 3 runs. Is Royal Commander, beating City of Sales is Royal Commander. Is the Mull of Kinterra, Sun Controls, when blinkers, tongue strap and dextering bit rate 57, whereas number 9 in the card, that's Chaitanya, finished on 8th on the starting. After that first starting, finishing 4th, hasn't shown any semblance of form in his next 2 outings. One tongue strap, rated at 43. 6 will be Torbet. The eventual winner in this race is Torbet. Corporate Jungle out of Silvery Star is Torbet. Well ridden out hard and ended up winning this race by a comfortable margin of 2 3/4 lengths. Beating Victory Wall is Torbet. This is race number 38 of the current season. After that, second in his previous outing, was knocking at the door and came and emerged victorious, rated at 53, is Torbet. My Passion. Number 7 in the card is speaking of which, at a reflected glory is My Passion, and the silks of lilac with crimson sash is My Passion. Ran 4th on this outing in race number 43, where the winner there was God's Plan, and My Passion ran 4th over that 1,000 meter trips from tongue strap, rated at 49. We move on to the number 10, that's Penang. Penang was the one who was leading the field by a slender margin and has been pretty consistent in his last two outings, still having that advantage about 3/4 and fight to fight out the issue with Majestic Win. And ultimately, it was Penang who emerged victor, who ended up finishing on third on this outing after that second behind Beethoven, ran third on this occasion, knocking at the door. It's a close finish. We move on to the seventh race, the Southern Region Plate. Handicap for horses rated 20 to 45. Distance run is 1400 meters. We have a look at number 1. Victory Walk has been produced almost wide outside. Had to be ridden out vigorously to come and finish on a fine second on this outing. 3/4 lengths was the verdict between the first two runners, with Coir having that advantage about a length and a half in front. And Victory Walk coming up with a fast gallop on the outside to come and finish on a fine second. 3/4 lengths separating the first two runners. Lives to fight another day. When tongue strap, Dexter Bit side chick pace rate 43. Next three runners is number 2 Shreya's Pet, Majestic Wind, and Queen Justitia. Well, let's have a look at Shreya's Pet. Shreya's Pet hasn't done anything much of note on both the counts, having run 9th on the first starting and 6th on this occasion behind Majestic Wind, whereas Majestic Wind had to really sweat it out and eventually win by a margin of half a length, beating Penang, who finished on a fine turn, who had that slender lead. And Majestic Wind ended up winning this race as Majestic Wind. When blinkers rated at 40, and also coming up for scrutiny is number 13, that is Queen Justitia, finished on 11th on both the counts. When tongue strap crossnose band rated at 28 is number 13, Queen Justitia. Next three runners will be number 3 Swiss Agata, with number 11 that's Sifan, and number 14 ARAZAN'S Diamond. These are the three runners. Swiss Agata, this horse hasn't done anything much of note, barring those runs in last winter. His 2 runs here disappointing, finishing 10th behind Torbet and 6th behind Royal Commanders. Blinkers tongue stop rate 41, whereas number 11 in the card, that's Sifan. Sifan finished 4th on the first occasion behind Royal Commander and subsequently ran 7th behind Royal Commander in his next outing in race number 55, putting crossnose band rated at 31. And number 14 ARAZAN'S Diamond ran last, in fact, in Royal Commander's win in race number 55, putting blinkers tongue stop crossnose band and basket bet rated at 20 is number 14 ARAZAN'S Diamond. 5 will be Sanctuary Cow. Sanctuary Cow was the one in the silks of red with gold cross sash and gold cap. A Sanctuary Cow, King Duck out of Castle Troy, who ran 11th out of 11, was winner in last winter in race number 77, but never showed that form in the Guineas, having run 11th out of 13 runners, being Born Queen in the 1000 Guineas. From tongue strap rated at 40 is number 5 Sanctuary Cow. 6 will be Radical Review. Radical Review was up there in front, with a lead of about a length and a quarter in front, and then ultimately Cavallo Vincent was the one who charged in on the outside to narrow down the gap to just about half a length, and Radical Review just about managed to win from blinkers tongue strap rated at 39. 10 will be Saibia. Saibia was the one in the colors of yellow with the red star, yellow sleeves is Saibia. Ended up finishing on 10th out of 10 runners, who did all the running and faded out to finish on 10th out of 10 runners. Royal Commander, the winners, from tongue strap rated at 33. Mulligan will be the last runner for the day. Mulligan was handily positioned in that second position, and then ultimately fell back to run 5th out of 13 runners. So did all the running and finished on ending up 5th on the sorting. Gradually fell back and ended up finishing on 5th. From tongue strap basket bet rated at 28 is number 12 Mulligan. Very sparingly raced. So other than the preview of today's race, we'll join you next week. Until then, thank you from all of us.